Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to give you a helpful tip when it comes to conversing with a woman on a date or in public or wherever or with anyone. It doesn't even have to be a woman. So this tip to remember is Ford, F-O-R-D. And this is something I learned from my coach, and it's really helpful because it reminds you of what the majority of conversations are made up of, are about. Okay, so we have F, which stands for family, O, which stands for occupation, R, which stands for recreation, and D, which stands for dreams, forward. Okay, so what happens in the majority of conversations? Well, the majority, when you go on a date or when you're talking to most people, the main things they talk about are family and occupation, right? It's like, oh, do you have any brothers or sisters? Oh, what do you do for a living? And we hardly talk about recreation and dreams, which is the things we do to have fun, or the things we really are striving to get in life and we really want and would make us so happy and we get so pumped about. Think about that. The two that are really high positive energy are not spoken about as much as the first two. And the first two, not everyone really wants to talk about. A lot of people, in fact, want to avoid these topics. Like, especially with someone you're just meeting, it's like, well, it's my family. Like, how much do you want me to talk about them to you? Or like, I don't know you. Why would I tell you all about my family? And then it's like the job too. If most people aren't having fun with their job or don't love their job, then this is going to bring up stress. And then they're going to associate you with a stressful feeling. That's what I tell the men I coach. Try not to bring up her work. You know, if you're not sure that she really loves her work. Because if she doesn't really love her work and you know that maybe she's like trying to, because if she doesn't really love her work, then that's a risky conversation. A lot of people get really down about when they have to talk about work when they're not at work. Not me. I'm working right now. You know what I mean? So just think about that. Next time you're out with a woman, especially, and you're on a date, think, what can I talk about? And remember forward. So remember, okay, there's F and there's O, but more importantly, there's R and there's D. So you can ask her questions like, what do you do for fun? Or like, when you're not working, if she brings up work, when you're not working, what do you do? When you're not doing that, what do you do? Even if you just go into a conversation right away and say, what do you do? And then they start mentioning their work, and it's like, okay, well, when you're not doing that, what do you do? And then they're more likely to be like, oh, well, I do love doing this, and I do this on weekends, and it's really fun. And then you start getting them to engage in a higher energy, more positive conversation, in which case they will start associating you with positivity or with you of feelings of joy and feeling good, okay? And a woman wants to feel good. Obviously, we all want to feel good, right? So when you're talking with her, and you're bringing these emotions out of her, it subconsciously is making her really like you, you know, and consciously like you too, I'm sure, right? But even more so, it's like she's gonna think when she goes home, like, he's so likable. Like, why do I like him? Why do I like him so much? And you could be a great guy, but still she'll have this underlying feeling of like, I felt really good when I was with him. And it's because you brought those emotions out. And this isn't manipulative, okay? I don't want you to think, oh, this is a trick to get women to like me. No, it's really just a way to get anyone to like you and be a more likable person. And who doesn't want that? You know, we're always constantly trying to improve ourselves. We're trying to be better communicators. We're trying to be more likable. And it is good to be likable. Why not practice being likable, you know? And why not practice being attractive if you can? Because we can. So don't forget to talk about what she does for fun, as well as what she dreams about. You know, what are your dreams? What are your aspirations in life? This is such a fun question for the majority of people, okay? Because they're like, even if they just play with it and they just say, well, if I wasn't doing this, you know, in a crazy world, I would do this. And then just kind of dig into that conversation. It's fun. It could be really fun to talk about and bring that out of someone. So next time you're conversing with a woman, or pretty much, like I said, anyone, and you want to boost them up a little bit, or you want to have a more enticing conversation, then try to remember F-O-R-D, and more so the R and the D, okay? Because these are great topics for conversation starters, and the R and the D are really those topics that bring out the most energy and the most positivity in people if you're not so sure about what they do for a living, or you're not so sure about their family. Okay guys, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you got a lot out of it, and if you have not yet had your free evaluation call, free 20-minute evaluation call, please click this link below and fill out this quick form, and I'll get right back to you to schedule that, okay? Because I'd love to help you get to where you are now to where you want to be. because it's so important to have clarity on these two things. If you don't know where you're going and you're not super clear on what that looks like, what it feels like, what it smells like, what it tastes like, super clear, then most likely you won't get it, okay? So the number one step is always clarity, and I'm willing to give that to you for free on this phone call. So just click the link below, and I can't wait to talk to you. And please comment, like, and subscribe on this video. It would mean a lot to me. It would really help my channel grow. And that's it. I'll see you in the next video, guys. Have a good night.